Good morning or good afternoon. Thank you for buying our Crab House box, our Easter box, ready for Good Friday, or no problems in keeping it and having it on Sunday if you want to. It will last that long. It's nice and fresh, ice packed, but when you receive it, we do want you to unpack it and put it in the fridge. I'm here today. We've commandeered and stolen my wife's kitchen in the flat. Now, when we unpack, these all need to go into the fridge. Now I recommend that you wash the watercress. We've just washed up the watercress for the salad, and I'll put it into a bag, but don't crush it down, keep the air in it, and put it into your crispator or into your fridge, and you'll find that'll be lovely and crispy within a few hours. It also helps it to keep. It's Good Friday. I hope you've had a good nice time, not too many hot cross buns. Time to pour wine and clock and get cooking. As Keith Floyd would say, it seems to keep the cooking flowing. And if there's a gap, sit down and have a slug. Cheers. Now, let's have while we're having a little walk, we'll have our little nibbles. The fish crackling. We've got some nice apple sauce there. Again, these tubs are really useful for your fridges, keeping little bits in. They are reusable, rewash them. We like reuse. So the oven's on at 200 degrees and it's getting nice and warm. This is the fish crackling. I prefer it slightly warm, but it's perfectly fine as it is. But if you get that, leave the oven for 2 or 3 minutes and just shove it in just to warm it. It just makes that difference. Here we go, it's ready. And then we just put the crackling around. This is just absolutely just what you need, really unusual. And of course, it's our full nose to tail philosophy. This is the bone from the fillet, the lemon sole fillets that you've got. Now, what have we done with the head? We'll use it for stocks. Also, this time, used it for crab bait. Baited our pots with the heads, put them in the fleet, and then the next tide we walk out there, we've got a lovely net full of green crabs which we use for making crab soup and the shellfish sauce. Apple sauce, lovely Bramleys. It's just so good. Nibbling away, and it's using something salty, sweet, crunchy, sharpness. Right, now we're going to serve the mousse first. To do that, we'll have a nice plate, and we'll get some spoons out, dip those in the hot water. You want some nice pan of hot water on the stove ready, because we're going to reheat and cook the vegetables in that. This is what we would call a bain-marie in the restaurant. It just sits on there simmering. It gives the spoon nice and hot, which means I can shape this mousse lovely with 2 spoons like that. I'm going to make this plate up as a sharing, so we'll put another one in there. Some nice green watercress salad. We've got a few nice sweet pickled red onions. This is just garnish it, the salad. It also gives it a nice acidic, sweet and sour taste to the palate. Your toasts, of course, and the real nice thing, lovely English beetroot. We've roasted these off in the oven to make the ketchup sauce. It is absolutely fantastic. It's a real Crab House favourite. And there we have it. So there we have a fantastic plate of eel mousse. This is the sea eel, smoked by ourselves. We brine it and then we smoke it. It is absolutely fantastic. Right, we've had the starter. You could, if you wanted to, if you're a quick eater on the starter, you could actually put the fish in the oven as you sit, just before you sit down. But we're taking our time tonight, so therefore we're now finished our starter, and we now have a boiling water or simmering water of bain-marie on with our vegetables. We're putting them in the pot to heat them and to just finished cooking them. The oven's on. I'm going to take the tray out. The lemon sole is all ready. You can use it straight on the paper and lift it out. You can put it straight into the pan. But when we're in the restaurant, we use what we call a trivet. And a trivet, you know, sometimes comes in metal forms, metal racks or whatever. But we like to use some vegetables. It's a great way of using a vegetable that's going over. When we get over, you know, we've all got a dried up carrot in our fridge or something like that we've forgotten about. But they're great for, you know, don't waste them. Just cut them up into a batten and just sprinkle it there. You can use any vegetables really. Onions, we often use onions. Now what that does, it lifts it, so it means the air all gets around and it doesn't stick. We have got parchment paper here. Now in the restaurant we put it straight on the vegetables and then serve, but you can put it on there like that, ready to cook. I'm ready to cook. But we'll do one the way we do it, like that, okay? And now we're going to season it. A little bit of black pepper. And a little bit of sea salt. And I like a little twist of red pepper or chili pepper. Just because I like a little bit more spice. So that's absolutely fantastic. Now, a little drop of oil. It's ready to go into the oven. You could put the lemons with it. I like to roast a bit of lemon with it. It makes it nice and sweet. And then when it's roasted, you can squeeze it over. It's got a sort of, takes out the raw sharpness. So those are going in there for about 15 minutes. If you've got if your oven's a powerful fan oven, it's probably 12 to 14 shellfish sauce. We need to get that ready, and you can warm this in a pan, or you can just literally put it in a microwave. If you microwave this, it wants full power for about 20 seconds and check the heat. Give it a good stir. You're not looking for it to boil, but you are looking for it to be hot. Or you can alternatively just warm it on the stove. Right, 14 minutes. This should see this oven done. Look at that. That's fantastic. We've got this. The stuffing's cooked. It's quite firm. The fillet shrunk on the top. This one's split a little bit. Don't worry about that. That sometimes happens. We've got our vegetables that have been carefully stewing in the bain-marie. We open the bag and I'll bring this to the plate. Beautiful. Oh, they smell fantastic. It's making me really hungry now. Here's the vegetables. Into greens, we have fennel. We have West Country cabbage in here. Just putting it on the side of the plate. Now, we get a fish slice. We get the tray. Now remember, we've done this two ways. So we do one not straight onto the trivet. So we're going to carefully pick that up by releasing it with that. Literally pick it up under the skin, pull the trivets away and put the lemon salt onto your plate. This way we can just literally put it on and just slide that out. How easy is that? This is your roasted lemon, squeeze it over. Now, the cream sauce. Warmed in the microwave for 20 seconds at full power, or on the stove like I've done it here, and literally I'm just going to literally pour it around. This has got a nice pourer so I can pour it around. Nice little dipping lake there on that corner, and again there, a little bit on top. You don't want to cover it too much, and that's it. Lemon sole fillet cooked with crab and cheese, and the cheese is from the open air dairy, which means the cows are actually milked in the field they're in, and it's only about 3 miles from us. We love his cheddar cheese. It has, because they're in the field, it has at least, unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way you see it, it has 2% more buttermilk in it, so it's that really rich oily butter. Fantastic flavour. Okay, what a great meal that was. Time for pudding now. Something sweet. Right, we have the brownies. We're going to have them warm, so I'm going to Just literally give that 10 seconds, fine in the microwave. If not, just put them in the oven. 3 or 4 minutes in the oven will be enough. I'll take those out. Little palette knife, there we go. And if you like it a little bit more molten, obviously just warm it again. Toffee sauce, again, you can microwave it, or as we did last time, we actually dropped it in there the moment we took our vegetables out, which meant that the toffee sauce was nice and warm by the time you come to need it. We've got our peas. Now, these are our crispy fried peas. We've mixed a bit of sugar and salt with them, like you have your nuts. This is a great nut alternative because we've nicknamed them pistachios, but of course they're not pistachios. They're English grown. Now the sauce is nice and hot. We'll just give it a quick shake. Open it up. Here's the toffee sauce over. Here it goes, and then we got the pistachios. How fantastic is that? There's some to have with your liqueur, or the midnight brandy. There we have dark chocolate, white chocolate brownie, toffee sauce, and pistachios. Good morning. Here we are. Now I'm going to show you how we do and prep the shakshuka. You need some eggs, 2 eggs or 4 eggs, depending on how hungry the 2 of you are. And we put a pan on. We want a non-stick pan. Here's the shakshuka. A little bit of oil, or even the non-stick spray stuff. A little bit, and even fry it. And we tip this in, and I'll put it up a reasonably high heat to get it going. Here we go. Right, I'm going to select our nice eggs. That's it, making like a little well for the eggs. A little bit of seasoning on them, a little bit of black pepper on the eggs, a little bit of salt, and my favourite, a bit of ground chili flakes. Alternatively, if you don't wish to cook them in the pan, you can do it on its tray by folding the tray out and cook it in the oven. Now, that's started nicely, getting nice and warm, frying it around, shaking it up, just to make sure the tops of the eggs are not too runny. Just going to put a lid over it. There you go. Hopefully you can still see that, but it will create some steam around and cook the eggs evenly. The word shakshuka means shaken. You could do it with any greens. You know, it's really versatile. Perhaps some peppers left over, tomatoes. You can do it with anything. Any greens, kale, fantastic. Health. Perhaps you know, some leftover greens from the meal the night before. There we are. That's how I like the eggs. Just a little bit soft, and this is just beautiful. Here we go. Just lift it up. Look at that for a cut of healthy eggs. Smells absolutely fantastic. The herbs, the aromatics are coming out. And there we have our eggs, shakshuka. Just health on a plate. Wonderful protein, wonderful vegetables. Okay, so just to recap, we have the applesauce and the fish crackling. Then we have the eel mousse, the beetroots, ketchup, and the ciabatta toast, the Dorset watercress salad, with a little sweet pickled red onion. We have here the 2 wonderful lemon soles stuffed with crab and cheese. This is crab house on the plate for sure. Little shellfish sauce. I think it tastes fantastic with this lemon sole. Then we come on to the pudding. Dark chocolate brownie laced with white chocolate buttons and pistachios. They're not pistachio nuts, they are actually green peas, salted and sugared like pistachio nuts. We think they're fantastic, we think they're a twist, and of course they're nut free for all you guys with nut allergies. Next morning we have the shashluka. Baked eggs with vegetables. These are mixed greens, masses of herbs in there, the spices, absolutely fantastic flavours. No carbs here for the morning, but brilliant greens and some nice protein in the eggs. So we fed you last night and we've set you up for the next day. Happy days. I think that's a fantastic meal. Now I'd like to take this opportunity right at the end to thank you for your purchase. We'd love to hear about it. If you go right or wrong, we want to hear all about it. And we want to know if you want more boxes. It is something we will definitely do in the autumn, but we may do it throughout the year, once in a while. Please let us know, and thank you very much.